Hello. I know you're thinking about making that vision board, but there's a reason it didn't work last year. And this is how you're gonna make one that actually works for you this year. Hi, I'm Courtney, and this is the first video in my Millionaire Mindset series. I'm on a mission to make $1 million in 1 year, and I have no idea how I'm gonna do that, and I've never made anywhere close to that amount in my life in 1 year. So we're just being a little bit delusional, but what better way to go into 2025 than with delusional energy, am I right? I'm also not in my normal filming space. I'm literally in my parents' house right now, so we're filming on the floor. So 2024 was the first year where I made a vision board that actually worked for me because my vision board had intention. Now, I'm not gonna make it with you today because I don't have any of my materials to make my vision board. So I made kind of a makeshift vision board to help you follow along with. But it's really ugly, so don't judge me. And it's also not finished, so don't judge me. This is just for example purposes, okay? Okay, let's get started. Now, this vision board method works because it not only shows you what you want to achieve in 2025, but it also helps you set up actionable habits and reasons for why you want these things. So basically it tricks your brain into achieving these goals. But before we get into the fun arts and crafts part, we have a little bit of homework. So I'm going to show you how we're going to start this. So we're going to start with a plain notebook, and in this notebook we're going to write down our 7 areas of our life. So those areas of our life are money, love and relationships, career, spirituality, health and wellness, fun and material items, and mental health. These are the areas of our life where we're going to manifest our best life. So we're going to put something, at least one thing, under every single area within these 7 areas that we want to achieve in 2025. After we do that, then we're going to write down our goals. So we're going to write down things like, I want to be able to run a mile in 5 minutes in 2025, or I want to make $10,000 a month in 2025, or I want to fall in love in 2025. And during this section, try to be as specific as possible because that part's going to help your brain a ton. Once you have all your goals written down, then gets to the fun part. You're going to write down in your notebook here why this goal is important to you. People tend to quit their New Year's resolutions extremely quickly, and it's because most of the time they haven't figured out why they want that thing, or it's for a reason that's not actually important to them subconsciously. And even though we want things consciously all the time, the subconscious is the man in charge. Okay, so we have to play the game with the subconscious, which means it's important for us to understand why subconsciously we want these things. So if your goal is making 10K a month, and I'm only using that example because that's the example that I put on my little example board here, then write down 3 reasons why that is an important goal for you. It could be to make sure that you have stability every month, and think about why that's important to you. It could be something like setting yourself up for financial success in the future, making sure you have money to start your business. Whatever it is, make sure you're as specific as possible, because again, with anything within the manifestation mindset and achieving our goals, it's so important to be specific, or else it's a lot harder to achieve them. Next, under that, you are going to write down for every single goal at least one habit that is going to help you achieve this goal. So for me, with the 10K a month example, my habit was meditating regularly, at least 3 times a week. And while that doesn't feel directly related to making 10K a month, I know for myself that when I take time for myself and meditate, my intuition is sharper and I can make more formed and aligned decisions to actually reach that 10K a month. Something that I will say too, if you have trouble sticking to new habits, is habit stacking is really important here. So something that I'm doing to make sure that I meditate regularly is making sure that I do it immediately after I brush my teeth in the morning. So I'm stacking on top of my habit of brushing my teeth to meditate regularly to help me actually meditate regularly. If you want to know more about habit stacking, I'll link an article below on what it means. Just to go over everything that we have done so far, We have written out all 7 areas of our life in our notebook. We have written down our goals for 2025 under those areas of our life for every single area of our life. We have written down why this particular goal is important, and we were very specific about it. And we have written down a few habits and habit stacked to help us actually begin to achieve this goal, also written down in our notebook. The last thing that we're gonna do before we actually make our vision board is my favorite part, is we're gonna write down our rewards for achieving these goals. Now, this is my favorite part because I love buying things. Honestly, who doesn't? Like, who doesn't? And also, I feel like we should celebrate our wins. Anyway, for every single goal that you have, you are going to write down a reward. So again, 10K a month example, my reward for hitting 10K a month is I'm going to buy myself a Chanel bag from the store on Rodeo Drive. Make sure though that your rewards for each of these things are realistic for you, because what you don't want to do is achieve the goal and then deny yourself of the reward because you don't feel like it's manageable for you to actually have that reward at the time. So make sure that your rewards fit your goals, and make sure it's something that's actually realistic in your brain right now for you to actually be able to get once that thing happens. Yay! Now all of this is written down in our notebook, so we're going to transfer it to our board, but we're not going to transfer everything. The only things that we're going to put on our board are the 7 categories, the goals, the habits, and the rewards. So don't laugh at my board because it looks sad. Okay, I'm using a random foam board that I found in my parents' garage and Post-it notes that I found in my mom's office. So it's not pretty, but you can make yours pretty with different colors and drawings and all sorts of things. But this is the layout, okay? My beautiful board with my one goal here, my 10K a month. Okay, so as you can see, I have my 7 categories here. So I have money, career, love, spirituality, health, mental health, and fun. And the example that I used, make 10K a month, is under money, okay? So right here on the front of this card, I wrote my goal, make 10K a month. Under my goal, I wrote down 3 habits that I'm gonna do to actually make that a reality. So set up an online store, easy to do. Post more stuff on YouTube, that is what I'm doing right now, so hey. And then meditate every day. So these are my habits that I'm gonna do to make sure I achieve 10K months in 2025. The last thing that we're gonna put on our board is the rewards. So that's actually gonna go on the back of your goal. So whether you're using Post-it notes or you're using index cards, is what I used last year, on the back of it, you're gonna have your rewards. Whatever it is, you're gonna put it on the back of your goal. So on the back of my goal here, I have buy my Chanel handbag. And so I'm gonna make sure that in 2025, when I make consistent 10K months from doing these things, I'm going to buy my Chanel bag. And that is the layout for the ultimate vision board in 2025. This is literally the only thing that's ever worked for me when it came to making vision boards. Something that you can also do too is take the paper that you wrote all the other things down and put it on the back of the board so you can reference it whenever you want, but you just don't want that on the front because A, it takes too much room, and B, that is for you and your brain only, no one else's. So just wanted to make sure that this got out before the new year. But make sure you subscribe here on YouTube if you want to see my final vision board, and over on TikTok because I post more of my millionaire mindset daily vlogs over there and updates over there. So make sure you subscribe here and there so you don't miss any part of this journey. You got this. 2025, our year. Knock on wood, finally. Bye.